Trucker Will. We trucking it like always, trying to make this money, trying to make this dough. So, breaking news, we got our President of the United States deciding enough is enough, and we're gonna ban all Russian energy coming into the United States, meaning we're not going to trade. So we're gonna go live to that briefing right now.
Americans have rallied to support their Ukrainian people and made it clear we will not be part of subsidizing Putin's war. We made this decision in close consultation with our allies and our partners around the world, particularly in Europe, because a united response to Putin's aggression has been my overriding focus, to keep all NATO and all of the EU and our allies totally united. We're moving forward with this ban, understanding that many of our European allies and partners may not be in a position to join us. The United States produces far more oil domestically than all the European countries combined. In fact, we're a net exporter of energy. So we can take this step when others cannot. But we're working closely with Europe and our partners to develop a long-term strategy to reduce their dependence on Russian energy as well. Our teams are actively discussing how to make this happen, and today we remain united. We remain united in our purpose to keep pressure mounting on Putin and his war machine. This is a step that we're taking to inflict further pain on Putin, but there will be cost as well here in the United States. I said I would level with the American people from the beginning. And when I first spoke to this, I said defending freedom is going to cost. It's going to cost us as well in the United States. Republicans and Democrats understand that. Republicans and Democrats alike have been clear that we must do this. Over the last week, I've spoken with President Zelensky several times to hear from him about the situation on the ground and to consult and continue to consult with our European allies and about U.S. support for Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. Thus far, we've provided more than $1 billion in security assistance to Ukraine. Shipments of defensive weapons are arriving in Ukraine every day from the United States, and we, the United States, are the ones coordinating the delivery of our allies and partners of similar weapons, from Germany to Finland to the Netherlands. We're working that out. We're also providing humanitarian support for the Ukrainian people, both those still in Ukraine and those who have fled safely to a neighboring country. We're working with humanitarian organizations to surge tens of thousands of tons of food, water, and medical supplies into Ukraine.
So, if you guys are wondering over here at Prime how this is going to affect us, are you worried? Scared? Wondering how much it's going to cost you to fill your tank up? Well, we got another correspondent by the name of Sam Messick. It's over here at Prime that is going to give you some insight on the actual facts. Take it away, Sam.
Last Monday and this Monday, the price was up 74.5 cents per gallon for diesel across the country. So on average, diesel prices at retail were up 74.5 cents per gallon. That is an astronomical jump, as you all are well aware, as you're seeing out over the road. So just to give you some context of just how material this increase is and really how historical this increase is, historic, I guess I should say, the largest we've seen since the EIA index was kind of since the EIA started tracking the weekly average retail price of diesel. The previous highs in a week-to-week increase were 34.6 cents back on October 3rd, 2005, 30.8 cents on September 5th of 2005, and 22.6 cents back on May 26th of 2008. So as you can see, the 74.5 cent increase that we saw last week was more than double of any of these previously historic price increases that we had seen. These are truly unparalleled times in the world of diesel pricing. The amazing thing is that it is very possible that diesel pricing this week will eclipse last week's price increase record. It very well could be up more than the 75 cents. If the week to date is any indication, it absolutely will break the record. So just massive, massive increases. So what's obviously driving these increases? the unrest in the Ukraine, right? There's really, up until today, which we'll get into, up until today, there's really not been any material changes in fuel supply within the United States. There's a lot of speculation that fuel supply could change and oil supply could change, and that has really been what's caused the markets to go crazy and increase drastically over the last week, 2 weeks. It's been in an upward trend for the last couple of months, but especially over the last 10 days or so. So as folks have become very scared about the potential supply disruptions caused by the conflict in the Ukraine, obviously today, those of you that watch the news noticed that the President of the United States, President Biden, announced that there is going to be a ban on all Russian energy products effective immediately until a certain point in time when he decides to roll that back. But basically, if you are a fuel supplier in the United States, you are not allowed to purchase, to import Russian energy products and to sell them within the United States. Now, this could, and just to give you some context, Russian energy accounts for about 10% of the total energy that the United States imports on a daily basis, specifically oil. So this potentially, and most likely will, have some effect on fuel supply. So we've kind of gotten from the point of fear to reality, and that we probably will have some supply effects at this point in time. Obviously, the President of the United States has gone out and done some negotiating before he announced this, trying to make sure there's an allocation of supply available to help offset this 10% of the supply that we're losing by banning Russian energy products. So they're working on a nuclear deal with the Iranians that would potentially free up oil supply. And I'm not making any comments as far as the political nature of these. I'm just stating facts. But there's potential that we might start buying more Iranian oil to help offset some of the Russian supply. There's also we'll buy more Saudi Arabian oil to help offset some of the Russian supply. And I know Canada, put in a little plug for my homeland here. Canada would love to sell the United States more oil. So I know that they are very actively trying to make that happen as well. So although the immediate supply may be disrupted, there should be, and definitely are, some supply channels that are being developed currently, and definitely should help offset any supply issues. Will you see supply at the pump? You as a prime driver shouldn't. There may be intermittent outages across the country as supply is constrained a little bit. The U.S. is releasing a lot of strategic reserves right now and things to help offset supply issues. One of the things that, we try to look at these things big picture. Whenever we're going through our fuel bids, we're trying to look big picture and say, which of these particular partners that we're looking to partner with presents the most value to Prime? And one of the reasons why we have partnered with Pilot Flying J is because they are really the premier supply partner in the retail diesel industry. So Pilot has worked for the last several years in kind of building up their whole infrastructure related to supply.
All right, YouTube. So Sam Messick is giving us the inside scoop on what's going on with this fuel debacle. And he's basically telling us, yo, I got you. Don't worry about it. We're ahead of the game. You ain't got to worry. So all prime drivers really ain't got to worry about this fuel calamity that they're talking about, because Big Man Sam is on the job, and all of the other people that are within the prime juggernaut that we call it are taking care of our business for us. So hey, if you like more content like this, give me a thumbs up. Remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell below so you know when I come out with new videos. And see you on the blacktop. And see you on the next Trucker Will newscast.